We are here in Cuscatlan Park in San Salvador, capital of El Salvador, for Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. It is Tuesday morning, February the 6th, and we're going to show you around. So this is a really cool park. It's got a couple of these sort of like walking bridge type situations. There's a good police presence, but nothing overwhelming. There were two bicycle guards up front that I spoke to on my Spanish video. This used to have the history of being sort of a lover's park. Couples would come here, hold hands, kiss, whatever, walk around. Now it's more so a park for exercise. It's a park to come and sort of relieve stress and just sit down and chill out and just kind of enjoy the scenery that you see. At night, the reason I was panning so much to that side, there were some ladies that didn't want to be filmed on the Spanish video, so I didn't want to film them on the English video either. But as you can see, I mean, there's all sorts of vegetation here, plush green grass, all kinds of different trees. Pets are welcome here. If you're traveling with your pet, just make sure that he or she's on a leash. They've got little baggies to pick up stuff. And there's a film crew over on the other side of the park. I love nature, so if you're a nature person, if you got a green thumb, as they say, this is going to be a place for you. At night, this place is all lit up, and a lot of people come out here and enjoy all sorts of different festivities. But like I said, for me, and there's plenty of signs around here that talk about mental health and regulating stress and anxiety, and they talk about that. Buenos días, ¿cómo están? Qué parque más lindo, muy lindo el parque, muy lindo el parque. And like I said to them, as you can see, Salvadorians are very comfortable around cameras. Unfortunately, a lot of Americans are not, even though we have the First Amendment that very clearly stresses that you can't trespass the eyes. But in any event, Salvadorians are a lot more evolved than a lot of Americans, unfortunately, in that regard. And without the camera, even more so. Like if you smile, people smile back. If you wave, they wave back. If you're a guy and you smile at a beautiful woman, she'll appreciate it, and vice versa. Now, people shouldn't mistake friendliness for anything else. It's just friendliness, but it's important, because I can't tell you how many times I've smiled at a guy or a girl just to smile and I don't get a smile back, or worse, I get a sigh. Not good. Also, something that I think is really important, I like to watch Emma Ganson Press and Watching the Watchmen. They're two of my favorite First Amendment auditors. And one of the things that Jason from Emma Ganson Press says all the time is that there was a time many years ago when if people saw a camera, they would jump in front of it and say, "Hi, Mom," or something like that. Well, that's very much the case here. People are not afraid of cameras. They embrace cameras. And especially with the president they have here, Nayib Bukele, who was just reelected with 85% of the vote. Now, before you go thinking that this is some sort of a, you know, crazy dictatorship, it's not. I've been here for 5 days. I saw the elections with my own eyes. I recorded, I observed in my own way. I actually saw a lot of the voting in front of the police and military that were keeping guard. And it couldn't be more free and fair. And I got to tell you, this was probably one of the most dangerous cities in Latin America, and today it's one of the safest. And you got investors from Dubai, Europe, I mean all over the place wanting to come here. And it's not just because of the president, because the president is just one man, but it's because of the work of all of the people. Now I think up here we're coming up on some police officers, and I think one of them's a guy, so it might not have been the same officer you saw earlier. There's a lot of police protection here in the park, and they're doing a fantastic job. Hola! These are the Salvadorian police officers. They're amazing at what they do. Les está diciendo que estos son los policías salvadoreños que están haciendo un gran trabajo. Y como les vengo diciendo, el presidente Bukele ha hecho muchas cosas, pero él es un hombre solamente. Ustedes todos hacen parte, así que muchas gracias. Gracias. And I told them, as I said to you, that the president is just one man, you know. And he's done a lot of good, but they have as well. And that's very important. And you saw, did you see? They're both smiling, both waving. Their uniforms are immaculate. Their posture's immaculate, meaning they're not slunched over. They're not watching their clock. They're not wondering, you know, what they're going to do when they get off work. They love what they do. They take pride in what they do. let me tell you something, they have probably seen some pretty horrible things, because the gangs here, we're not talking about, you know, the Warriors or something. You know, this is not like some late 1970s movie with, you know, guys that fought with chains and brass knuckles. You know, the gangs here were literal armies. To give you an example of how much control they wielded, the gangs would set curfews for entire neighborhoods. The gangs would check your identification to determine if you were from that area or not. If you weren't, you could get beat up, shot, killed, any number of things. The police didn't do anything because they lacked the training, they lacked the resources, and most importantly, they lacked the support of the government. Now, it's like night and day. Not only am I walking around here freely, without any fear of being robbed or mugged or worse, people are walking around with their phones. I'm walking around with a Sony AX43 4K digital camcorder with a Rode boom on top, a camera bag at my side, what clearly looks to be an iPhone of some sort in my pocket, and a wallet. You can see that because I'm wearing shorts. I don't have a care in the world. I haven't even turned around to see who's behind me, which I normally do in the States. So again, if you think just 2 police officers in a park this big can give me that kind of security, it's not that. I mean, their presence here is very important, but the whole community. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Quieres saludar a la cámara? Sí. I asked her if she wants to say hello, and she wants to say hello. Hola, chicoca, ¿cómo está?
Hola, diga.
Hola. Cuídense mucho, ¿sí? Okay, bye. Ah, mi canal se llama Todo Que Veo.
Okay.
Todo Que Veo, una palabra en YouTube. ¿Ok? Gracias. Oh, pero este canal se llama... Ay, ¿cómo se lo hago? Este se llama... Ponga Parque Cuscatlan y va a aparecer esto. Gracias. I was telling her that my channel is Todo Que Veo, but that's a Spanish channel. ¿Cuántas veces ustedes han caminado ya?
¿Cuánto?
Sí. How long have you been out here?
6 vueltas.
They've done 6 laps. 6 vueltas, porque ya este es el video en inglés ahora y las veo de nuevo. Sí. Cuídense mucho. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. Like, that is, you know, I'm not making stuff up, guys. Like, they're so nice. Don't mistake nice, though, for being flirtatious. They're not flirtatious at all. This is a very Christian country, a very sort of proper country, very formal country, but they're very friendly and they're very nice, and there's no lying about them. You know what I mean? So don't, you know, mistake that for something else. But it is nice to see friendly people. Buenos días. So, oh, we got some rollerbladers. I haven't seen that since the 90s. Keeping that alive. Buenos días. Buenos días. Got these little carts you can rent. Buenos días. And they're cleaning each and every one of them. And here is probably where you have like the restaurants and stuff, like the, you know, and you got like various different like go-karts and such. And a lot of work going on here. You can see some of the prices. If you want to come out here. And there's like, well, that's clearly food. Papa John's over there. I don't see if you can see that or not. I mean, this is a great place to come and hang out. Come over here and play video games also. A lot of groundskeepers. Muy buen trabajo, creo que ya se lo dije, pero muy buen trabajo. El parque está impeque, bien bonito el parque. Sí, gracias, gracias. ¿Quiere saludar?
Sí,
Sí, ¿cómo se llama usted?
me llamo José Alfredo Martínez Mena.
Excelente, ¿y usted cómo se llama?
Carolina.
Carolina, muy buen trabajo. Esto, como yo le vengo diciendo a la gente, el presidente que tienen maravilloso,
Sí.
pero él es únicamente un hombre, carne y hueso. Ustedes haciendo su parte, todo el mundo haciendo su parte, eso es el éxito.
Sí, cabal.
En serio, en serio. Muchas gracias, cuídense, chao. Like I told them, I said, you know, the president is just one man, you know. He's flesh and bones just like the rest of us, but the thing is, it's everybody working together that have made for this amazing success. And I just want to show you everything I see in here. Buenos días. ¿Quieren saludar a la cámara? No? Okay, cuídense, chao. So, not everybody wants to be on camera though, you know? And that's okay. But everybody's really, really friendly. Buenos días. ¿Quieren saludar a la cámara? No? Okay, bueno, muchas gracias. Cuídense. So, I'm asking a few people if they want to say hello, because I don't want anyone to feel like left out. The last time will be my last. Buenos días. ¿Quieren saludar a la cámara? ¿Estudiando? ¿Sí? Alright, so, ¿son estudiantes? ¿De qué año?
Segundo año.
¿Qué edades tienen?
20. 19.
19 y están estudiando. Mire cómo estudian. Qué estudiosas. Se portan bien, estudian. Ciudadanas ejemplares, ¿cierto? ¿Tienen Instagram o algo? ¿Tienen Instagram? ¿Cuál es el Instagram? Diga. No se recuerda. Bueno, vamos a ver si se recuerda. So I'm asking them if they know their Instagram. Most of them are 19 and 20 and they're studying hardcore here. ¿Qué están estudiando?
Anatomía.
¿Qué?
Anatomía.
Oh, wow. ¿Van a estudiantes de medicina?
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿Se recuerda el Instagram?
Sí.
A ver, ¿cuál es? Dígamelo.
Andrés Espinosa-05.
Pero sin reírse.
Andrés Espinosa-05.
Excelente, muchas gracias. Bueno, cuídense mucho, gracias por estar en el video. Esto aparece en el canal Sight Sounds Flavors, que seguro no se van a recordar, pero pongan Parque Cuscatlan y va a estar.
Gracias.
Gracias, chao. So, yeah, that was pretty funny. I asked her to tell me her Instagram without laughing, because like, you know, they're like, and you can still hear them laughing in the background. The boom's pointing in the other direction, but like I said, they're really, really nice here. And this guy here is like playing with the squirrels. Let me try to feed him. I'm not sure. But as you can see, I think what I'm gonna do with those girls is I'm gonna go back and give them like my WhatsApp number or something like that, or give them like the actual channel, because I want to make sure that they see it. The Spanish channel is everything I see in Spanish, and that's easy to remember. But when you say something in English, like Sight Sounds Flavors, they're gonna remember that, you know, because it's a mouthful, and it's in English. So, hi, ¿quieres saludar? No. No? Oh, okay, perdón, pensé que me estaba saludando. Okay, so I thought she wanted to get on camera, I wasn't sure, but she didn't want to be. I think she was just saying hi. So there's an example of somebody that wanted to say hi but didn't want to be on camera. I mean, just the friendliness is amazing. So but yeah, I want those girls to see themselves on video, because they were so cool that you know, it's like a memory, you know what I mean? They can always like clip that out or something, or in fact, what I might do is I might ask them if they want to be if I could do a picture of them, and they'll be the picture of the park for the Sight Sounds Flavors YouTube channel or something like that. I don't know. I definitely want to give them the heads up. So they've got these walking bridges here. I think we started this video on a walking bridge, didn't we? Yeah, I think we did. But I mean, you can see as far as the eye can see, like how well maintained it is. I know you guys hate the zoom, right? I know you do, but so there's like no litter, no unsavory characters, no thugs, nothing like that, guys. Like, you gotta really, if you're thinking about a vacation, part of the reason why I'm doing this video is I want you to see everything I see, hear everything I hear, taste everything I taste. I am strongly recommending you check out El Salvador. This is not a dictatorship. This is not a police state. This is a great place to live, a great place to work. I don't know if we have a lot of expats here or not. I can totally see them coming. I can totally see a lot of foreign investment from the Middle East, from Europe, Oceania, North America, South America. I mean, this is a place to be. I'm serious. Not here to give you any like business advice, but this is really the place to be. And everybody we've come across has been nothing but nice. And I think that says a lot about the country, because, you know, I'm not, you know, walking around with some big film crew, a bunch of lights, none of that stuff. It's just me and a camcorder, and like, they're real. Everything about them is real. So I've got to give those girls my number or the YouTube channel or something, because they've got to be able to find it. Like, they were so cool. And I know one of them gave the Instagram, and she set it right into the boom. So I should be able to get it, but I don't want to take any chances. So here we got a squirrel and some little birds, and they're both looking at that slice of watermelon there. And it looks like a squirrel. And there's maybe some chips, but it looks like we got a little bit of a kind of a chess match here over the slice of watermelon. I think the squirrel's gonna be able to get a little piece of it there, but the squirrel's not greedy. You know, squirrel got what she needed, or he needed, and now you see the pigeons coming closer, and everybody's eating, so that's good. It's not like the squirrel grabbed the watermelon and the bag of chips and went up. The squirrel got what he or she needed and left. The squirrel has left the building. Shit, excuse me for cursing. Gotta be careful. And it's not as bad as what happened in Knox County, Kentucky, where I fell and took 9 stitches to the right shin, but you still gotta be careful. So, in any event, buenos días. ¿Quieren saludar? No, okay, cuídense, chao, chao. So, they didn't want to be on camera, but this is the park here. And as you can see, very plush. They've got bathrooms, museum, cultural center. They've got a really cool monument to the memory, which is a human rights monument, and it's really, really cool. So, from Cuscatlan Park here in San Salvador, El Salvador, this is Christian Duke for Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. And if you're thinking about making a trip, definitely consider El Salvador.